questions. I'm going to have, my first question would be, it's pretty simple, yes or no. Do any of you believe that the United States of America can be energy independent within the next 10 years without a robust clean fossil energy program?
No, Mr. Chairman.
No, sir.
No, sir, I do not.
Mr. Crane, I support an all-the-above approach to energy policy and believe in order to ensure energy security that we cannot eliminate fossil, and I'm glad to hear you all feel the same way. And we have to focus on the cleanest way possible to decarbonize. We understand that. The Energy Act of 2020 did that, helped us. The Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment Jobs Act and the Inflation Reduction Act that we just passed is investing heavily in carbon capture utilization and storage. This included authorizing and funding CCUS demonstration projects with 2 required on coal-fired power plants. In your role as Undersecretary, Mr. Crane, you will be tasked with implementing these programs. You were previously quoted saying the coal industry has missed the boat on its opportunity to decarbonize. Can you explain your views on coal and CCUS in the domestic and global energy mix now and in the future?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chairman. Like you, I believe in all the above. I believe that domestic coal is a fundamental part of the energy mix of the United States. I applaud the actions that Congress has taken, particularly the carbon capture, utilization, and sequestration, the 45Q, and I can tell you from being in the private sector that those provisions are catalyzing a response that I think is going to be very good for the industry. And finally, and most importantly, and directly in answer to your question, without qualification, without exception, I can tell you that I will implement the coal-related provisions of these bills with the same vigor that I implement every other provision.
That was the final part of my question, so you got ahead of me on that one. I appreciate it, because I was going to say, will you commit to carrying out the CCUS?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I have another one for you, sir. You're currently overseeing an implementation of $9.5 billion in funding to supercharge the hydrogen economy, including $8 billion for several hydrogen hubs. As you know, the infrastructure law requires at least 2 of the hubs to be located in major natural gas producing regions, such as the Appalachia in West Virginia. So we're very excited for this program to be put to good use. It also requires at least one of the hubs to demonstrate clean hydrogen derived from fossil fuels. So, although the Department of Energy hasn't selected the winners for hub funding yet, can you talk about the hydrogen hub investment and how it's changed the landscape in terms of the U.S. leadership in hydrogen around the world?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would love to do that. As you said, the hydrogen solicitation is underway, and the first thing I can tell you is that there's been an extremely enthusiastic response from across the country, and you know, as you pointed out, the bill requirements require geographic diversification, fuel input diversification, and end-use diversification, and we're confident that we'll get proposals from around the country that will fit all those needs.
What type of activity are you seeing coming in from the world? I'm hearing so much about what's going on because we're committed.
As it happened, I was recently with some old friends who are involved in hydrogen development in Europe, where the European Union and the UK are being active. And one of the things that they're saying is that multinational companies are actually moving their hydrogen programs to North America because of the actions of this Congress.
Let me say, we're concerned about blue hydrogen also, which comes from gas, okay? And how you all are implementing that, and are you committed to as required by law, to work that one too? Because the green comes from renewables, as we know, but the blue can be green from gas if it's if it's sequestered, correct?
We are absolutely committed to the blue and the green provisions, and once the hydrogen gets into the system, as you know, a lot of it's about the infrastructure that comes downstream from the production of the hydrogen. So again, we will faithfully implement every provision of.
The thing I'm so excited about hydrogen was this, and the reason I've been so doubling down on everything on hydrogen is because we are not, and we would never have to be, dependent on foreign supply chains for energy, because we can produce all the hydrogen, clean hydrogen that we ever need in our country. With that, Jeffrey, I'm going to go to you. You have a background in transportation policy, which is covered by the office you've been nominated to lead, but not in many of the other programs central to the office, such as renewable technologies, and energy efficiency. I know you've been over observing in this. Can you talk about your experience, and do you believe that's a hindrance to you? And do we have you in the right match? Because I know you have a lot of skills.
Thank you so much, Senator Manchin, for that question. I believe I was selected for this role because of my experience leading large organizations. The District Department of Transportation is a very large organization, about 1,100 people. For scale, the EERE office is just slightly less than that. And as you noted, the transportation components of DOE fit within the EERE portfolio. In fact, about a third of the entire portfolio is dedicated to sustainable transportation. The newly established Joint Office of Energy and Transportation is within EERE as well. And broadly, there are a number of programs across the energy efficiency and renewable power pillars that require management and collaboration within DOE, with the newly established Undersecretary's office, and across government agencies. Those are the skills that I bring to the table, and that's why I believe I was nominated for this role. And if confirmed, I look forward to working with this committee to implement a wide array of programs.
With that, I'll turn to Senator Brasso for his questions.
Well, thanks, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you doing this. And